What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Zero Lab. Today we're taking a look at another Pokemon TCG Pocket deck, and this is an old favorite, Pikachu EX, obviously very dominant in the previous meta before Mythical Island released. And now we've seen a little bit of a drop-off in it. I think partially because Mewtwo is so strong right now. Mewtwo kind of became the clear BDIF in the Mythical Island format, and Pikachu fell off just slightly, but not fully. It's still doing really well in online tournaments. But today we want to ask the question, how good is Pikachu EX still in Mythical Island, and how does the deck list change for this new expansion? So today I'm playing 2-2 Zebstrika line here in Pikachu EX, playing 2 Pikachu EX, 1 Zapdos EX, and then 2 new cards from Mythical Island. First one is the Dedenne with a Thunder Shock attack for 1 lightning, does 10. Flip a coin if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. This is similar to the Pincurchin we used to play, but better because it attacks for just 1 energy. And then we're also going to be playing a Mew EX in here. Obviously, for Pikachu's damage output kind of caps at 100 if you play a Giovanni, 90 without a Giovanni. So genome hacking can one-shot things like Mewtwo EX, Charizard EX, those sorts of things help us get to that higher damage output. So I think just a strong card in here in general. We have 2 potions, 2 X speeds, 2 Pokeballs, 2 research, 1 Giovanni, and 2 Sabrina. Maybe play 2 Giovanni, 1 Sabrina. That could be an option, but this is where I'm at right now with the list. So we're going to hop into the emblem event. We're still working through this emblem event, trying to get to our 45 wins. We got 9 wins to go, so hopefully we'll get there soon. A few days left in the event, about a week left in the event. So we're going to jump into these battles with Pikachu and see how we can do. And here is our first opponent. Coin flip is a heads. That means we're going first. Unfortunate with Pikachu. We do start the Mew. Research Pokeball in hand. Looks like we're going up against a fighting deck. I'm not sure what the Mienshao does, honestly. But we're going to play Pokeball here to start with. Finds us Dedenne. And there's a Blitzel and Pikachu. Okay. So I think our board here is going to be these 3. Argument for Dedenne, but we'll leave it for now. Obviously, the Mew EX is probably going to be pretty good in this matchup because it will hit weakness on the fighting types, depending on if they have an attack that is worth copying. Yeah, we'll leave the Mew in the active. I was considering X speeding. We'll leave it there for now. May go in with Zapdos first because it's not weak to fighting. Or we may let Mew take a couple of hits. While we power up our bench. We're going to evolve Zebstrika. I think we're going to start with powering up the Pikachu because Pikachu's one-shotting everything on their board right now. And they're not really one-shotting our Pikachu. So we should be able to take 2 KOs potentially with Pikachu. All right, that turned out to be a good call. X speed out of the Mew. Into Pikachu. And then Circle Circuit will get us the knockout here. Oh, I forgot that Circle Circuit is for Lightning Pokemon. Mew doesn't count on our bench. So, a little bit of a mistake there, to be sure. I should have remembered that. We were only going to be doing 60 with Pikachu. We should have been powering up our Zapdos, but that is all right. We'll do that next. Focus Fist. Hoping they flip tails here, but that's all right. We are knocking out this Mankey. So We're still in a fine position. And there's the concession. All right. A little bit of a mistake there. Forgetting the Circle Circuits of power. Is only lightning Pokemon on the bench, but I think Mew is still obviously a good inclusion in the deck for things like Mewtwo. But you have to remember when you choose to bench it, you are going to be doing less with your Pikachu. So in those instances, you probably, if you're going into a matchup where you want to attack with Mew, you probably need to start attacking with Substrika or Zapdos early while you're powering up the Mew. Doing 60 for 2 with Pikachu isn't the worst, but it really is not nearly as good as the 90 you can do with Circle Circuit. I didn't notice what energy type they're playing, but we're going second, so we're going to throw up the Pikachu to start. Psychic. All right, so this is a Mewtwo deck. Could be an instance where we want to bring out our own Mew. They've got a good start, research and Pokeball, but didn't bench anything. We're going to bench the Dedenne. Attach to Pikachu. And pass. Alright, we need to get some more basic Pokemon. Obviously, we have a lot of outs. We have 2 research, 2 EXs, 2 Blitzels, 2 Pokeballs. That's 8 out of 14. Alright, there's the research that we were hoping to see. Hopefully this gets us a Pokeball or some basic Pokemon. Potion and another Pikachu. We'll take that. Now we're doing 60 to this Mewtwo. Three-shotting the Mewtwo, but that's alright because they do not have any Ralts down. They Pokeballed but didn't bench anything. Ah, it's an Alakazam deck. Interesting. Test return. They do attack us for 50 here. We're going to start powering up our other Pikachu. I'm tempted to Sabrina, but that's stupid. Just take out that Abra now. Double Potion could keep us from a KO, but we have Giovanni, so it won't. We could see them retreat here as well. Alright, there's the attack. Alright, we're going to attach return to the bench. We're going to X speed out of the active. Go into our healthy Pikachu. And then Giovanni will get us the knockout here. We just need one more KO to win. We have really good odds at a basic now. We have a Research, 2 Pokeball, 2 Blitzel, and a Zapdos. So 6 out of 9. Just waiting on the opponent here. Sabrina going to come down. We'll give him the Dedenne. There's a Mew EX. Don't really care about that. Oh, we just have game with Sabrina. All right, and there's the concession. Game 2 taken down with Pikachu EX. This deck is obviously still very fast and consistent. And that was a pretty bad game for us in general. We didn't find our Pokeballs. We weren't finding our basics. We were never doing 90 with the Pika, which is pretty uncommon. And so winning games where we're not drawing very well, still a good sign for the Pikachu EX deck. We're going to go into a game 3 here. Get another win in this emblem event. We're going to flip his heads. We're going first. We're going to start the Zapdos. Don't want to start the Mew in case this is a matchup where Mew isn't very good. And it looks like it's a Lightning Mirror, so Mew isn't going to be very good here. Sadly, Zapdos start also isn't good when we're going first, but that's all right. Get ourselves a Blitzel there. Research gets us another research. And we'll just pass here. I think we're going to have to start with Zebstrika. Hope to draw into a Pikachu. Research first. Alright, there's the Pikachu. That's good. Bench Zebstrika. X speed. Out of the Zapdos. We don't want to leave that in the active. And Zebstrika will hit the Pikachu. Put it at 90. That puts it in range of our Pikachu. If they have the retreat plus attack with Pikachu to KO our Zebstrika here, we're probably in a little bit of trouble. There's a Pokeball that gets them their third Pokemon. If they have the X-Speed or the Electrode that has free retreat, then our Zebstrika is knocked out here. Dang. Puts us in a tough spot. Potion on their Pikachu is also really good for them. I think this is a loss here. Going second in the mirror is pretty bad. Yeah, I don't think there's much coming back from here. We will see. Yeah, I just don't think we can come back from here. They just have game with Zebstrika now. Yeah, that is the game. Unfortunate. Going second in the Pikachu mirror is a great way to lose for sure. Maybe we could have played that better. It's just tough when they get the first Pikachu attack off. Not much you can do. We will go into a fourth game here. See if we can get another win with a Pikachu. Hopefully go in second this time. We are going second. That's great. Looks like we're up against a fire deck. All right, this is the Ninetales deck. This can be a tough one if they draw really well. With Blaine, they can be one-shotting our Pikachus with one-prizers, which is pretty crazy. Thankfully, we went second, so that puts us in a good spot as long as we can fill up our bench by turn 2. All right, this may seem a little weird. I'm not going to play these Pokeballs, and there's a reason for it. I want to draw into basic Pokemon. Because I want a full bench next turn. So if I draw into a basic Pokemon, I can play 2 Pokeballs for 2 basic Pokemon. But if I play 2 Pokeballs for 2 basic Pokemon now, there's less basic Pokemon for me to draw into in my deck. And so I am choosing to hold off on those Pokeballs because I would rather draw into a basic Pokemon and then play those Pokeballs. So we're increasing our odds of top decking a basic Pokemon, which is what we need. We need a full bench. And then we can play those Pokeballs. There's the first Ninetales coming down. See, there we go. Drew into a basic Pokemon. Now we play all of our Pokeballs. Could still be in trouble if their hand's just crazy. If they've got the Blaine right away, could be in trouble. Then we'd have to go in with Dedenne and hope we paralyze them. They do have the Blaine. Makes sense. They played 2 researches in a row. Pretty good odds of having that. All right, we can either send up the Dedenne and hope to paralyze, or send up the Zapdos that can't get one shot. I think we send up the Zapdos that can't get one shot and just keep powering up our Pikachu. But then we're going to need to draw into a X speed. Flamethrower going to do 90 here. Did not draw into the X speed. All right, unfortunate here. We have to Sabrina, hope to stall something. Or, you know, if they don't have X speed, they probably have X speed. And then we just have to retreat out of the Zapdos into Pikachu and hope that they don't have X speed at Blaine in hand. But this fire deck is a pretty tough matchup for Pikachu. Test return on to the Ninetales. X speed coming down. They probably have Blaine in hand. Evolve. There's the Blaine. All right, they're just BMing. All right, unfortunate. Unfortunate last 2 games there. Hitting the mirror, going first in the mirror, bad. And then that Ninetales deck is quite a bad matchup for Pikachu. The fact that their one prizes are just one-shotting our Pikachus is really tough. And there's not much you can do about that. That's just a bad matchup. But I do still think that Pikachu is good in the meta. I don't think Ninetales has that big of a place in the meta. And with the Mew EX, we have a way to hit bigger numbers against things like Mewtwo EX. So I do think that Pikachu is still a really good option in the meta. Probably the second or third best deck in the meta right now for sure, with Mewtwo at the top. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.